everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all doing well. If you're new, my name is Jenna, and today I'm spending some time in the garden, and honestly it's been probably a couple weeks since I've had some serious time in the garden because I've just been so busy. Things in the garden have kind of gone wild. I have a lot of weeds in my aisles mostly, and a lot of my trellising plants, like my cucumbers and my tomatoes, are kind of falling off the trellises and need a little bit of help getting standing up again. And my pumpkins and watermelons are taking over the garden. So I've got some tomato vine or pumpkin vines growing into the tomatoes, which is fine as long as they don't pull them off the trellis. But I am going to be weeding them, especially my aisles. I'll show you how horrible they look, but I've already done a couple rows today. Hopefully I get a couple more. And I'm also harvesting some stuff today. I'm having a great harvest so far. Sometimes I feel a little bit discouraged when I see the garden, being taken back by Mother Nature, and sometimes it's so easy to feel like it's a losing battle, but then you go out and see you've got a big harvest of cucumbers, and you've got a bunch of summer squash and zucchini and onions and radishes, and your pumpkins are growing big and everything's growing and looking amazing. So I try to just remind myself to stay positive and how amazing it is and how blessed I am. But I have a lot of work to do here to get it looking the way that I like it to look. And man, the bees are amazing right now. All morning when I've been out here around the cucumbers, you can see there's a lot of blossoms on the cucumbers right now, and they are just loaded with bees. And it's so cool, to sit there and see them buzzing around and hear all the buzzing, and it's really fun. But I am harvesting and cleaning, weeding, raking, and all that. So right now I'm standing here in front, or right behind my tomatoes, and I am just working on picking the suckers off that I haven't been able to do in a while. And so some of them are quite big, but I'm picking off the suckers. I've already done from here down, and I am not even halfway, but I am working on doing that, getting the suckers off, weeding around the bottom, and getting them just up on the trellis, because I don't have them hooked to the trellis with anything. I'm just kind of weaving their branches in and out of the netting as they grow taller. So I'm getting them back up, and then once I get around to the other side, I'm going to be trying to get the pumpkins in their own space a little bit more. But I've also got to weed this aisle, and then I will rake a little bit up on the hill. The row next to me doesn't have any cover on it, any wood chips or anything, and so every time we have a really bad rainstorm, it kind of washes down a little bit. So I'm going to be raking that up a little bit, just keep my rows nice and mounded, and do a lot of weeding and harvesting. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's go ahead and do some gardening. the aisle looks like between the pumpkins and the tomatoes currently. Down at that end, I've already got the tomatoes picked back up on the trellis and it looks a little bit better. But this end is quite wild still, and I've got a lot of weeds down in there. So a lot of work right here, but I'm super excited about how good these pumpkins look, how healthy they are. We've got lots of little pumpkins growing in there. These ones are the small sugar pumpkins, but I'm gonna try to get down here and just get, oh my goodness, look at that. Wow. Awesome. I didn't even see that earlier. Look at these. Awesome. There's another one down in there. Probably can't focus on it. But so this will be the next style that I work on, but first I gotta finish these tomatoes. But I'm just going to come down here. So the problem with the pumpkins is that, well, it's not really a problem, but the thing about the pumpkins is that they have already set down roots where they're at. So some of them I might have to pull up in order to get them to go where I want. Some of them are just grabbing onto all the weeds. Oops. But basically I just want them to go up and down the aisles is fine. I don't mind if they spill all over the place. I just don't want them going up into the trellis. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I might have to pull up some of their roots that they shoot down at their leaves, but I think it'll be good. So here's a prime example of the trouble that my pumpkins are getting into. They should be over there, but this one has pushed my tomato off the trellis and is climbing my trellis. So I'm gonna go around and try to get that guy out of there and lay him down the aisle where he should be. Okay, so I got most of the pumpkins put back into their spot in the next aisle. So now I should be free to finish up getting all of the tomatoes picked up back on the trellis and get all the suckers pulled off. One thing that I have noticed about this year's tomatoes is that the stems are way thicker than my tomatoes were last year. Like, they are huge stems, and some of them are really, really bushy. So a lot of them are forked and bushy, thick, kind of hard to prune and get in there and see what's going on with them, but I don't know why that is. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm also breaking off some of the leaves down at the bottom so that they're not touching the ground, and so that the pumpkins don't have quite as much that they can reach over and get a hold on when I'm not paying attention. Alright, I got all the tomatoes up there, so now I need to take my hoe through this aisle. You can see I already did this aisle, it looks great. So next I'll take the hoe to this aisle, and then I've got to move a few pumpkin vines yet, and then I will rake or hoe this aisle a little bit, and I hope to get my watermelon aisle done too today. You can see these are my jalapenos, and my watermelons are right over there, and the pumpkins are trying to take over them too. So hopefully I get at least through this aisle done today, but it's really hot. managed to get that walkable and got the majority of the weeds out. Found a lot of nice pumpkins in there, and the tomatoes are all up where they're supposed to be. These rows are looking good. Got them all raked up and cleaned. Looking pretty. I did not do this very back aisle yet. You see how there's so much grass? But, oh well, I'll do that eventually. I don't know about you guys, but when I touch specifically the tomatoes and the pumpkins, they make me so itchy. I can barely stand it. So, and then I go and I rinse off with cold water and it starts to feel better. But I am so itchy now. But I just went through this aisle and pushed back all the pumpkin vines from the peppers and everything and pulled some of the bigger weeds. So now I'm going to go with my hoe through this aisle and then rake up some of the weeds that I pull, because there is a lot of them, as you can see. And then I want to get weeded around the peppers. Look who came over to say hi. Hey, Dolores. You got some flies on ya? Poor girl. Alright, so I am just kind of pruning these peppers, the jalapenos, and getting this edge all weeded, and then I can hoe this aisle and be done with it for the day. But check out this harvest. I have to get this harvest inside and out of the sun, but this is my harvest so far today. So I got a bunch more onions. Most of the copras are done. There's a few left, but the red zeppelins, I still have a lot left down there. I've got a bunch of zucchini and summer squash in the house and in the pantry, and now I have more, so I'm going to be probably trying to preserve some of those in different ways. I've got a bunch of cucumbers, actually 3 different kinds, I think. These are my favorite ones. Love these ones. But yeah, and my 3rd head of cabbage. It's a little bit small, but I didn't want to wait, and I'm gonna probably be making some sauerkraut today, later today. So I'm gonna get all these things in the house, and actually these are going out to the barn to dry on my little homemade drying contraption. But I'm gonna get these out of the sun and go in and cool off. Alright, so I finished everything that I wanted to get done in the garden today. It was a lot of work, but it looks a lot better. It's at that stage where everything is super big, super full, and it's super crowded. So it's a little bit hard to weed it 100% because you'd have to pick up every plant to get up in there. But I'm happy with it. I think it looks really good. And everything's growing really well. I got some little baby jalapenos growing, which I'm excited about. I've got lots of pumpkins growing and lots of really cool things. So it's going really well. The garden looks great. And I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.